I hope all of you are doing well, and if not, I hope this video will keep your mind off of any negative thoughts. This story was supposed to be included in the Halloween special. Unfortunately, I could not finish it in time, so now, here it is. If you haven't seen the Halloween special yet, you can find it here at the top right corner. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. This way, you can see all of my new videos when they come out. Due to a multitude of factors, including a recent death of a close friend, I was unbearably depressed at this time. For that reason, my family flew across the country to visit me in LA, where I live. We thought it would be nice to visit Catalina Island. When we arrived, it became apparent to us that it was the off-season. It was late November, the weather was cold, and as a result, the island was nearly empty besides locals and a few straggling tourists such as ourselves. Our first priority was to ditch our luggage so we could explore the island. So we immediately checked into our motel. Though that word hardly does the place justice. I call it a motel because all the doors to the rooms exit to the outside. But in actuality, our room was one of the 20 to 30 quaint guesthouse looking buildings, arranged in sort of a horseshoe shape around a walkway, with rooms on either side of the path. The entrance to the motel was essentially one of the points of the horseshoe, and if you walked dead straight, you'd reach the room where we were given. Essentially on the corner before you have to go right to go further into the horseshoe. So from our room, one path leads back to the street and the other further into the secluded maze of rooms. After a day of exploring, and having just finished dinner, it was time for the cold dark walk back to the room. Catalina Island is a decent distance from the mainland, and let me just say, it gets dark. Similarly, dark was my headspace after the dinner conversation took a left-hand turn, and my overwhelming depression got the best of me. I pulled my black hoodie tighter over my freezing ears and walked ahead of my parents to the hotel room, telling them I just needed to get some sleep. And I did immediately. Depression sometimes makes it that way. I was already losing consciousness as they entered after me, drifting off without so much as a good night. I then woke up to my mom saying my name. A harsh whisper. The room had 2 beds. My parents' bed closer to the door and mine further in the room. My mom's voice cut through the silence again. She sounded concerned for me. I didn't blame her considering my mental state at the time. Groggy, I rolled over. "What?" I asked, as my eyes adjusted to the dim moonlight coming in through the curtains. I saw her turn to face me. She was surprised to see me in my bed. Her eyes got wide. If I'm in my bed, then who is she talking to? We both looked back to where she was previously looking to see a hooded figure in all black standing over their bed. This moment seemed to last forever. Life isn't like movies where characters unleash a blood-curdling scream. Sometimes the only thing that comes out is something panicked. My mom's words became low and severe as she said my dad's name in a dire voice. I've never heard her use it before. Then the hooded figure did something so bizarre and unsettling. It didn't advance to us, but instead crouched in the corner near where it stood. The way it crouched was so absolutely unexpected. even in regards to this already unexpected situation, that it terrified me. It seemed animalistic. I knew two things. The hooded figure had been standing over us sleeping, and it's not acting in any sort of way that I can understand. As opposed to the infinite moment of this figure standing over us mere seconds ago, the series of events that unfolded when my hulking ex-military dad woke up happened in an instant. Suddenly, we were out the door, not knowing which way the intruder went. My mom was screaming, "Get him! Get him!" My dad was running down one path of the horseshoe, further into the hotel, shouting through sheer adrenaline, "I'm going to kill you!" I ran down the other path towards the street. When I got there, not a sign of the intruder, but it became suspiciously quiet behind me. I ran back to the room to find my dad quietly walking back, his head low. He gets really close to me and I hear him say, "It's a kid." The explanation: some young teen, tall and lanky as I am in my 20s, wearing all black, including a black hoodie, went into the wrong room, our room, the one time my parents just so happened to forget to lock the door. My mom woke up when he entered and, seeing a tall person in a black hoodie, thought he was me, assumingly leaving the room in a depressive episode. And when the hooded figure crouched, that was him realizing his mistake and panicking